A big hello and a warm welcome to all of you amazing and beautiful people out there. Welcome to my channel, the Twin Flame Union. In this channeling session, we are going to be talking about the masculine's feeling for the feminine. Now, let me tell you that there is a big shift in the feminine's energy ever since this year's, or you can say this month's, lunar eclipse has taken place. I have mentioned before also that there is an identity shift that a lot of them are going to be going through, and what I see over here, the divine masculine's energy, or the not the energy of course is there, but what he feels for the feminine has, it is so amazing what he feels for her. So let me tell you some of the things, some of the beautiful things. One thing I want to say here is that the masculine has accepted that she is the eternal lover of him. Now, before this, there was some doubt or there was some kind of confusion, but now there is no confusion in his mind, okay? And he has, like, I'll tell you why this is happening. This only happens when the feminine falls in love with her completely, with her own self completely. And when you cannot believe in yourself, how can you expect another person to believe in you, right? So the feminine, it's a very sweet way of, like basically asking a person. He is saying that, why is my heart disturbed? And I need your help to tell me that why are there these small distances between us. There was a time when the masculine used to say that these distances or these differences are too big for him to actually accept or make it work. He is also saying that you are very close to my heart. She is the closest to his heart. That's what he feels now. And as I have been saying, that all the feminines, this is going to apply to all of those feminines who are actually experiencing this. Not because I am saying it, because the channeling is saying it. It's because they are actually feeling it. When they start dancing, when like no one is watching or when no one is there. Like, have you ever experienced that you are all by yourself and you are having a literally better time than you would have had in a party? Like you have played the music, you have dressed up, you are dancing, you are eating good food, you are singing. You're even talking to anyone, maybe you make a phone call, or you are just full of love. You don't need anybody, you don't need anybody's support, or you don't need anybody's time also, because you don't want anything to disturb it. And then sometimes, you get dressed, you get ready like it's a party, but sometimes you are just in your zone. You are in your pajamas, you're in your shorts, you're doing your thing, you're working in the garden, you're making food, you're cooking, you're singing, you're listening to music. You could be doing any goddamn thing, painting a wall. I don't know, you know it better. Whatever it is that you do. And while you're doing all these things or any of these things, you suddenly feel so connected, so grounded, so full of love. There is no way to explain that type of love, and so full of bliss that your soul is dancing. You're not dancing, your soul is dancing. You don't have any more issues, you don't have any more struggles, you don't have any more questions. In that moment, in that type of a moment, or in those type of moments clubbed together. So one moment like that, second moment like that, few moments like that. First you have a 5-10 minutes you experience this, You watch a movie alone, you're going alone, you're walking alone. And I'm not saying that you're a lonely soul, so you're alone. You are a lone wolf, you are a lone ranger. You have started loving everything about you. The same person, feminine, is the same person who was scared to be alone at one time. She has spent time with all kinds of useless people, all kinds of bad people, all kinds of people who demeaned her, people who disrespected her, insulted her, abusive relationships, or even relationships that maybe they were nice, but she did not love them, but she was only with them because she did not want to be alone. She did not want to be in that space where, you have to face your own self, because facing her own company alone was not working out for her. And from that person, all these years of transformation, finally culminates to these moments and these points, which keep increasing the more you do source integration. So the masculine is saying, coming back to the masculine, he is feeling that she's the closest to me. And at the same time, when he does not see her around, in some cases, like I'm literally being shown this, there's a masculine, he's at a party, okay? Why this party is being shown to me, I'll tell you, because in the matrix reality, most masculines, they are doing a lot of things which involves social interaction, which involves going here and there or meeting this person or that person, or doing things that they are doing just for formality, okay? Because they don't have anything better to do, they don't have anything else to do. What else are they going to do? But the feminine, who's in the spiritual inner work, she still has chosen a life of her own. A lot of them have. And don't tell me how I know it. You know that I speak to a lot of them. You know that people come to me for readings or they just come to me for counseling sessions. So I know if I meet somebody who is living in a beautiful place away from the city all by herself, she has a nice kitchen garden, she's not taking anybody's support, everything is done on her own, she's living with some animals, there's beautiful weather, even if the weather is not beautiful, she makes it beautiful. She's doing all those things that Mother Earth wants her to do. She's doing her inner work, she's a contributor. What is she going through? What is she experiencing? Can you imagine? Can you guess? So she's experiencing whatever she's experiencing, she's really close to herself now. There is one thing called being close to yourself, which is the harmonious union or the illumination phase. And there is one thing which is called being one with yourself. So I'm not saying that all of them are one with themselves, but I do feel this feeling that the masculine does feel that she's close to him. She's the closest to him right now. And obviously because he is he's a little stupid right now, I would say. Nothing against anybody's this thing. But a little bit stupid because he is still thinking that there is some kind of separation. So when I do a collective channeling, please understand, I am trying to cover as many people as I can. So I am covering a range of people. I am covering masculines and feminines who are not in that zone where their heart is disturbed, even little bit disturbed. And there are people whose heart are still little bit disturbed and they are asking for help, asking the feminine or asking God that why do we have distances yet. But one thing I am saying, which I said some time back also, that the distances have become small. It is not a big distance, how he used to feel earlier. Big Mount Everest like distance. That's not what it is anymore. And he's saying, please my love, please come closer to me. Even more close. The closest possible, So that's the type of love he's feeling right now for the feminine. For your personal situation, you can check out the description box and you can get a personal reading session, or you can get a counseling session, or you can get into therapy because you want to do inner work, because you want to be amazing. And you also feel sometimes that, this ascension lifestyle, something you've started liking, so you need hand-holding for that. So all of the information is there. However, one request is that before your session, do not share any of your information, by which I mean your twin flame journey with me. You can be a little bit more patient and share it when the right time comes, simply because there's a reason behind it. The reason is that if I get to know everything about your journey in advance, then I can form preconceived notions, I can form biases, and the reading will get disturbed and there will be interference. So let the masters, let the spirit guides do their work, do their job, and we come as clean slates. We ask the questions, and in between the questions sometimes, and sometimes after the questions, everything is literally discussed, okay? For therapies, it's slightly different. If you take therapy directly, then you will be answering a lot of questions, you'll be filling a lot of forms, because in the therapy, I work with people for longer period of time, they get access to me, they can message me anytime, they can connect with me anytime, even in between the sessions. It's not like other people do just one session or two session and there's no communication. That's not how we work. We have a lot of assignments, a lot of fun assignments, a lot of ways that we find out what is the trauma, where is the trauma hidden, and how to get it out. Okay. And as I always say, ascension is a lifestyle. It's a lifestyle. You should know that by now. So now what is he saying? That to the feminine, that without you, my world is incomplete. And how could God or anyone take you away from me? Now, here he's saying something like, I have fought many guys for you, with many guys. Now, you must be thinking, what is he trying to say? Like, he hasn't fought with anyone. He has not like gotten into a... Actually, what he's saying here, because the masculine is slightly, talking in some energetic language also. As I said, I'm covering all the people. I'm not covering just the ones who are physically saying this, but also the ones who are energetically saying it. Because they know, with this feminine, with the healed divine feminine, there are a lot of people who are like after her right now. There are soulmates, there are karmics. She can choose anybody, So he had to work a lot. He had to fight against many people, or he had to fight his way up. So he's actually calling this inner work fighting, fighting with the guys. So he may not be physically, involving himself in some kind of a physical match or something. But he's like, I have worked a lot to be there with you, So no one can take you away from me. And this is also being applied to those people whose masculines think that the feminine is with someone else. Maybe they saw a picture of her with someone. Maybe they saw her with someone, literally, just walking with someone or talking to someone. Or maybe there are many ways to figure that out, He must have figured it out, and he must have felt jealous, or he must have felt something, Maybe she shared some quote, she shared some nice picture, and he was reading the comments, and in the comment sections there were all these guys who were writing to her, complimenting her, and one of the guys kind of triggered him because he felt that he's being too mushy or being too romantic. He maybe guessed that, they could be talking to each other, because you don't put out your everything on the social media, right? I know some people do it. Some people literally put out everything, all the personal things, which is a big no-no, by the way. If you are in the twin flame ascension journey, I tell people to never share your romantic life or your extremely personal life on the social media. Just share about the work you do, share about your mission. I'm talking about the people who are in ascension journey. I'm not talking about the 3D people. 3D people can do whatever they like. They are not my concern, right? You guys are my concern, or you can say you guys are connected to me. So I'm going to tell you that don't share these things. Only share, about you. Just you stand alone, your mission, you, what you like, what you think, what you feel, all of that, because this is what makes you stand out, because you don't need to show pictures, or you don't need to show somebody to make the other people believe that you are a complete woman and you have some kind of a person. So he is also noticing those things. Now, if somebody is in contact, now coming to those people who are in contact, or who are in a, more like they feel that they are more intimate with the feminine, they have more access towards her. Maybe some of them feel, I don't know, they should not feel this way. The mission-oriented masculines won't say this, because the mission-oriented masculines are not included in this, because they are already one with their feminine. They are already experiencing union, and they're already in the singularity, because both of them are mission-oriented. Both of them are very busy with what they are doing here. They are very sure. They don't have anything else to divert them, So those masculines who are still in the doubtful area, still thinking, maybe she's with someone else, maybe there's some other guy, okay, maybe she's not answering my messages, or maybe she's not talking to me, some things have happened, things like that. So he feels that. But as I always say, that your mental state decides your emotional state. It's connected. So mentally he's like, my world is incomplete without her, and I love her, and nobody can take her away from me, and I'm willing to do anything. So guys is one thing. Now, another thing is that maybe she's very busy doing her things, because I shared a channeling called In Love with the Hermit, okay? Now, I wanted to say in that channeling, and that channeling might not be understood by everybody because it's not for everybody, and it's all right. Not every video has to have 30,000 or 40,000 or a million views. It's okay, no problem. So the thing is that those who understand it, all those feminines, they are the people who are literally detached. And that's the goal of this journey, to be detached from your this whole thing, like separation or masculine, doing this, doing that. Because if you see initially, or when the separation phase happens, the masculine has so many things to do. He's literally doing things. He has a business, he has a job, or he has a career, he has friends, he has things to do. Maybe they are still 3D things. And maybe that's why he has to do the inner work later on. But he has something to do. And what does the feminine do? Nothing. Feminine is all about the masculine. She has no job, she has no career, she has no money, she has no support, nothing, no mission, nothing. She's just like a zombie going after him. And this shifts. And then what happens to him is, he looks at himself and he feels that I have a career, I have a job, or I have a this, I have a that. But it's not good enough, because look at what she's doing. She's contributing, man. She has a mission. She's doing something different. She's not crazy for money, or she's not crazy for, a typical relationship. Whatever I did sounds way more stupid. So there was a time, let's just think about it like this. There was a time when the feminine thought that the masculine is so happy. Wow, he has a family, he's a girlfriend, or he has the business going. Whatever is your thing. I mean, it's not the same for everyone. Like today only I did a reading for someone, and that person was completely mission oriented, nothing to do with anybody, she was like, I don't care about this, I don't care about that, I just care about this, my mission, my inner work. And she's very much connected to the spirit guides also. So it's, it's beautiful to see such people, very childlike energy, very fresh, very new energy. So now it's the time when she is the one who's living a boss life, and living a real boss life, not the karmic life or not the 3D life. And he is the one who's thinking, oh my God, how do I reach her? How do I talk to her? Like, oh my God, like, what did I do? I wasted my time. I chose this, I chose that. I didn't think about her at that time. Or I wasn't so wise. And I thought she's stupid. I wanted to run away from her. And look at her. She's amazing. She's amazing right now. So, even if, even if she gets angry, or she must be angry, he's thinking, or she could be upset with me, or whatever. Or even if they're talking to each other, they could be in contact also. And being in contact, he feels that if she gets angry also, I don't care, man. I don't care. I'm not gonna get egotistical, or I'm not gonna get upset anymore. I'm not gonna even discuss. I'm not gonna argue. I'm not gonna say anything. She's right. She's always right. So that is the type of energy she's giving out, and he's receiving it. And that's what I see in this channeling session. And there are many more coming. There could be a part 2 for this also. But I'm going to pause here right now, and I will see you soon in another one.